What's up, gang? Wrapping up the commute for the day, man. I don't even know what happened this morning. I started a live this morning. I got a phone call, and I guess it's supposed to stop recording, but it continued on recording. And you know, it is what it is, right? So today, I got an evening med run tonight, no class, and we had a little bit of a snowstorm, and we're gonna have a freeze over tonight. So I'm just preparing myself for that. It's I'm getting back to my workouts. I had a week where I just took a break from my workouts due to just having a cold, man. Just having a cold and not a lot of energy, and we just had tons of stuff going on. So one of my dogs had knee surgery, so my house was real chaotic last weekend, and it's just a lot easier just to take a break from what I'm doing and to be of help than to just continue on oblivious, and going out there and doing my workout and everything else when everybody else needs so much help. So that is what I have going on last week, and this week is settling down. We're getting in a little better, but still have a little bit of a cough. Probably mostly because I want to do a live on my podcast, right? It's when you want to do a live on your podcast is when your throat gets scratchy and your nose gets all stuffy. And so that's it. I'm wrapping up my commute for the day. My 9 to 5 is done. Had a late start, so it wasn't as rough a day as usual, My main partner's away. But I had a solid guy with Art Standard, and he always holds it down for me. So it was a good day. It'll be a good day tomorrow. It's going to be a good week overall anyway, because I don't know. That's what I choose. A lot of people choose to have bad weeks. I choose to have good weeks, and usually the good outweighs the bad for me. It doesn't always work that way, but 90%, not even more than that, 99% of the time, it works out for me. And when I say good, I don't mean that I don't have rough times and hard times. I mean, everybody has rough times and hard times, and nobody is I don't know the word right now, but nobody is not going to have bad times, is my point I'm trying to make to you guys. So if you know that bad things happen to everybody, that no one is exempt, I think that was the word I'm looking for, from bad times, then you might as well expect the best, right? And if the worst comes along, you deal with it for the day and you keep moving. I think that is the most important lesson that I've ever learned in my life. To keep moving. Don't stop moving forward. It's probably the key to survival, the key to enjoyment, the key to life is if you keep moving forward. You make bad decisions, you do bad things happen to you and the people around you, but life never stops moving forward. And if you understand that and you continue to move forward despite bad things happening, you're going to get around to your time when good things happen. You're going to get around to your time where things are good and things are better, and then when things are good and things are better, that's going to pass too, and then the bad times are going to come back again. So you enjoy the good times while you're there, and when the bad times do come, and this is just me, this is what I do, when the bad times do come, I contrast them with the good times, right? And so I learned to learn a whole lot more from my bad times than if I was to just mope around and be sad about the fact that, I'm not firing on all cylinders today, or some bad times came upon me, or or death in the family, so on and so forth. It happens. None of us are going to get out of here alive, right? You know, and it's a hard pill to swallow, and it's a very painful one. But the truth is, man, you got to continue to live, because that's what life is meant for. Life is meant for living, and the journey is meant for experiencing. So the only way you can experience continuously in your journey, throughout your journey, is if you are always moving forward. And when I say moving forward, I mean always learning, always feeling uncomfortable, right? With the fact that you're moving into a constant unknown. Always. Man, if you're always moving into a constant unknown, you always have growth, right? And isn't that what it's all about? At the end of the day, we want to continually grow and become the best version of ourselves. The best version of ourselves isn't us today. No. The best version of ourselves is somewhere way down the line in the future. If you continue to grow, if you continue to put effort toward having the best life possible, right? You know, not a goal, not a resolution, just putting together solid principles as a way of life to get you there. You know, creating habits, replacing old habits. I mean, I'm always replacing bad habits, trying to replace them with good ones most of the time. You know, sometimes, not sometimes, I'll say most of the time it works. And the reason why I say most of the time it works is because I have a good life right now. You know, so if it wasn't working, then I would probably be, as I always love to tell everybody anyway, a work in progress in the early stages. I'm not a work in progress in the early stages. I'm in some pretty good stages of my life, almost being 60 and all. So, excuse me, guys. But constantly working to be the best version of myself puts me in competition with no one, right? It puts me in competition with no one. But it does create in my mind, in my head, and in my mind, a huge judgment zone where I am judging myself for not being as good as I was yesterday, for not trying to be better today than I was the day before. That is my biggest thing, you know? So anyway, as I strive to be more than who I am, many things comes with that. And one of the many things is that you always got to shed dead weight. You always got to shed dead weight. When I say shed dead weight, I'm not, you know, putting down the people that I am currently around. But a lot of times the people that you're around refuse to grow. They don't want to grow. They want to stay the same. They are comfortable with being comfortable and want to stay comfortable. You know? Out of all my friends, I probably got one or two that really, really wants to constantly grow and constantly push themselves. And I think we push each other back and forth, which is phenomenal. That's why we've been friends for so long. But that is important, right? That is important. And that's even more important, adding new people to your circle. Always adding new people to your circle. People who give you a different perspective on life, a different perspective than what you're always used to, what you're always seeing. And if you do that, I think different perspectives allow you to grow as well. You know, you get a different perspective from this person about life, and a different perspective from another person about another aspect of life, you know. It could be health, it could be finances, it could be relationships, whatever it is, you know. And that's what you strive to do. You strive to grow in all areas of your life. That's why the journey is a constant journey of growth in all areas, because when you're focusing on one area, another area is falling behind. And so you got to continue to do that. Strive to be more. Strive to be more. You know, so anyway, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm about to hop into this gas station. My commute home is just about over. And I am going to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to stream it live, see how I'm feeling. I'll be doing my podcast tonight on Spotify. So make sure you guys check out my Spotify channel. That's Top 25 Mistakes Podcast on Spotify. And make sure you guys check that out and continue to move forward. That's all I can say, man. I will talk to you guys later. My Spotify followers, I'll see you tonight. If you're not my Spotify follower, hop on, man. Check me out, man. My Spotify, while I'm doing my evening podcast, is awesome. It's fun. And I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.